Thank you. I just two things, Mr. Chairman, for the record. I just think it's important for us here to have a little bit more judicious responsibility about drawing conclusions about American citizens and not depriving them of their Fifth and 14th Amendment rights. I find it outrageous that we are going into a path where watching a video on social media is enough to indict people. And I'll start with you, Mr. Lyons. What does that mean to your family? Like when you saw what my colleague from Florida talked about, what does that mean to your family when they see that kind of just conclusive statements in terms of what you and your officers are doing with actually zero information that actually is a proper investigation?
You know, I'll speak personally, but then I can speak in a broader view. It's hard. You know, and again, I'm a career law enforcement person. I have the opportunity to lead the agency that I started with. And the men and women of ICE go out there and they do incredible work, but they are demonized. I would love to see ICE officers and agents be seen as human as well. You know, all too often my son, who it's his birthday today, will show me a video. Dad, is this true? And it's totally false. It's an AI thing, right? We've seen media, you know, say the same thing. And unfortunately, today, that's our biggest problem, is we are always fighting on our back foot because no one will ever pick up the good stories that we do. You know, we joke all the time that one of the, you know, major criminal organizations we fight, they have better playbooks than we do when it comes to making ICE look bad. Sometimes the media is our biggest enemy.
But it's just, sorry to interrupt, but it's not just the media or some random goofball or bot on social media. These are elected representatives that make outrageous statements. And I would like to enter a list, 4-page list of current sitting members of Congress that have made absolutely outrageous comments, analogizing Customs and Border Patrol agents and ICE agents to the Gestapo, to a secret police. So without objection, I'd like to enter that into the record.
Without objection.
And I think the second piece I'd like to enter the record is just some pretty outrageous statistics, because we've talked about outrage here. Let's talk about outrage. 8,043% increase in death threats to ICE agents in the last 12 months. 8,043. A 1,426% increase in assaults against ICE officials. A 16,700 increase on threats of assault against your agents, both of you. A 3,300% increase in vehicular attacks against your agents, and a 964% increase against officials that, like yourselves, that are not in the field every single day. This is a direct result. So I'll enter that into the record as well.
Without question.
This is a direct result of the rhetoric. Now, Mr. Scott, I have a very, very, very important question I've been meaning to ask you for the last 12 months. What laws were changed in the last 12 months that made it so that we went from the most open border in American history, hundreds of thousands of people coming to this country illegally every month, to virtually zero? What laws did we pass? I want you to give credit to Congress for acting to pass these incredible laws that resulted in this decrease.
No laws were passed, sir. Nothing new.
Wait, what? No laws were passed?
No new laws were passed.
So we're sitting here passing judgment on your team who actually enforced the laws of the United States of America to not allow people to enter our country legally to regain our sovereignty? Do your agents find sometimes that they're living in an upside-down world?
I won't speak for the agents. They're not here, but I do.
It's pretty outrageous, right? Like you have a simple job, enforce the laws of the United States of America, correct?
Correct. And CBP's job, if you want to really simplify it, we're just supposed to know and then control who comes into this country and who stays in this country, consistent with the laws Congress passes. That's all we're trying to do.
And we've spent a lot of time here talking about the deaths of 2 protesters, and as my colleague from Florida pointed out, we haven't had a single hearing about the deaths of American citizens on the hands of criminal aliens. Not a single time. You know, one of my colleagues asked you to say the name of the 2 people killed in Minnesota. You had no problem with that, right, Mr. Lyons?
No, sir.
Do you hear any sympathy for the deaths of criminal aliens, the death of American citizens at the hands of criminal aliens? I was a new senator a year ago, and I got to say it was a little bit humbling to sit in the chamber of the House of Representatives during the State of the Union address. Because I thought, here's this kid born in Bogota, Colombia, and I'm sitting here as a United States Senator, and the House of Representatives and the President of the United States is speaking. It was, honestly, I got to say, my brain was spinning. It was surreal. And then when the President talked about people like Lakem Riley that had been killed, a woman in Texas, their parents were there looking at it. I looked over to the other side, and there wasn't a single solitary Democrat that clapped for that family, honoring their lives. And I think we've got to the point in America today where we've lost our way. And let me just say this on behalf of every legal immigrant in this country. Thank you for doing your job. Thank you for enforcing the laws of the United States. Thank you for honoring those of us who came into this country illegally, followed the process, took the time to wait it out. And thank you for not allowing this country to reward those who skip the line, violate our laws, and somehow be viewed as they are the victims. What your people do every single day is very, very straightforward. You enforce the laws that this body passes. And I would encourage my Democrat colleagues, if they want to codify the Biden open border policies, submit that law. Show your voters that that's what you want. I don't think you'd get very far. And I'll just end with this. Have any of your officers, Mr. Lyons, ever entered a church to arrest any criminal alien?
No, sir.
Have you ever entered an elementary school to arrest a criminal alien?
No, sir.
And how about entering hospitals to arrest criminal aliens?
Sir, we have incidents where they've run into a hospital seeking sanctuary, but again, we didn't go we didn't go out there seeking patients on a IV. No, sir.
Thank you.
Senator Blumenthal.